Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lord Exus, and I want to welcome you all to the Resident Evil 2 one-shot demo. Now, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to record this, and in the end I decided to. I wanted to play this because I love RE7, and this is remade in the RE engine, and I decided I'd give this the good old college try. Full disclaimer, here from the beginning, I recorded this game first and didn't commentate over the top. So I just played through this to see whether or not it suited me and decided just to play it, and now I'm doing the audio commentary later because this is only a half an hour one-time demo. You can't play this after this. You have to create a whole nother account if you want to play it more than once. And it is fairly good. So we're going to get in here and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. So we start from being Leon S. Kennedy, and we have just entered the police station at Raccoon City, whilst it is under siege from the undead. So, without further ado, I think we should get in. Let's do this thing. So, it takes me a little while to acclimatise to everything. The game does a good job of this. And, Leon and everything is looking gorgeous. You can instantly combine stuff, as you saw just there. When you pick it up, and I decided to have a little look around. We look on the RPD laptop here.
There has to be someone here.
And then, of course, there is someone there fighting off the horde of undead, or the horde of all one.
David, Marvin, you there? I found a way out. It's in here. Send reinforcements. East hallway. I gotta find that guy.
And so we have to, but not before I casually look around and find out what my map and everything does. And of course, I bring up the map here and don't instantly move on because my controller actually died. You guys don't see that notification, and it does waste some valuable seconds since we only have half an hour to play this. But the game does make very, very good use of the RE engine and what it was like in RE7. Very nice, very convenient. So I just decided to take time to acclimatise myself. So there's nothing in any of the trunks, of course. They're used for storage. One thing this game does do, I believe, so I've been told on easy and normal mode, is you can actually save anywhere. You don't need to use a typewriter, like in the original Resident Evil 2. I decided to have a little look around. I don't use the save option at all. I instantly come across this box and think to myself, oh, well, we're going to need a knife for that, because Resident Evil 7 decided to tell us that you can't pull tape off with your hands. I can't remember a lot about Resident Evil 2 in terms of what to do and where to go. However, I do remember the story being damn amazing. It is my favourite Resident Evil game as well, which may be contradictory to what I just said, considering I can't remember any of the puzzles or where to go. It's been at least a decade since I've actually played it, so apologies, guys. Big apologies. So yeah, I look around, check out the multiple puzzles in the main lobby, and just get acclimatized. The one thing that did take me by surprise, and I guess it shouldn't have, is the fact that I didn't think Leon would look the way he does. To me, he looks, I guess, a little on the chunky side. I imagine him being thinner. Anyway, I come across this, pull it down, I'm like, yeah, we're going to go in the keep out bit, aren't we? Because that's where the East Hallway is. That's where it showed on the map. Apart from, okay, I didn't raise all the way up, so I'm like, maybe I should shut this down. But I don't, because I can't. And I'm like, oh, I can actually go under here, okay. Yeah, and I don't know if it's just me, but Leon doesn't... I don't know. I imagined his face being thinner. Anyway, like the good police officer we're going to crawl through the blood on the floor, and we're going to have a look. I checked the map quickly and realised this, of course, is the east section of the building, which I thought it was. I just didn't know I could get in here. And now it gets dark and really suspenseful. This game does look amazing, by the way. It does make use of the PS4 Pro super sampling at this point, but I don't know if it properly makes use of it because it's just a demo. So it did come up at the beginning. And of course, very atmospheric, which is what we want. Leon psyching himself up, telling him he's got this. Me absolutely cacking it because I can't remember, or I don't know when things are going to pop out because, you know, it's the remake. So I kind of remember this room-ish. Again, the whole layout of the police station and my memory for puzzles. I only ever completed Resident Evil 2 twice. Once with Claire, once with Leon. Leon first, then Claire. And I really, other than the story being amazing and the game still being my favourite Resident Evil, I haven't actually replayed it in many years, as I just mentioned before. And I can't remember how to do stuff. Not that that's a big deal, because of course, again, this uses the RE engine from RE7. It plays smoothly as hell, by the way. I don't know if you're seeing the FPS you're meant to be seeing here. I don't know if it plays above 30 frames on the PlayStation 4 Pro. It seemed like it was a little bit above that, but maybe not. But it does control beautifully. It's very easy. The control is very tactile, very good. Yeah. So, yeah, I couldn't remember much. And just kind of got myself absorbed into it. Trying to take it slow, but at the same time not too slow, because we only have half an hour here, guys. And yes, the game does come out by the end of the month, so it's not going to be a problem. But that's why there are certain points I sort of take unnecessary risks, because I just don't really need to care too much. But I know I'm against the clock, and obviously I see dead bodies down here, and I know there are zombies, so I'm taking every precaution. And then, of course, the door is locked. So this is a fat dead guy, missing arm, another dead guy, perhaps.
Hurry! Open up!
When I first heard out, I believe it's coming from the right there, but it's not. When Leon approaches doors, he'll automatically push them open if he can. You can also just stand just before them and press X. I double check back to make sure nothing's following me because I hear noises everywhere. And I realise, of course, this shutter's moving.
I'll get you out! Please! Give me your hand. Help me! I got you. Give me your other hand.
Oh, and we know that's not good. He is being eaten. His giblets are being spread all over the place. Oh, not good.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's just pick up that we saw him writing on in the picture, or on the security camera, sorry. We saw him holding it up. And this is the officer's notebook. And it suggests that the 3 medallions to the statue in the main lobby, they've all got question marks on them, so we don't know how to do that. There's a picture of a lion eating a lamb, a harp and a woman in a unicorn of some description. And I do see if I can shut this down further. It won't allow. And it says return to the main hall. And then I hear stuff. And I'm like, oh, shit the bed. How about we shoot you in the face a few times, Mr. Police Officer Zombie? Yeah, you go down. And I don't fuck around. I'm like, nope, peace out, let's go. I instantly take a wrong turn and run into the toilets and realise, should have explored this part before activating every undead motherfucker in the area. So I hear sounds and I wait for a while and I think, do they know I'm in here? Because maybe they didn't see. So let's explore the toilets. Let's just check out this one, nothing in there. Okay, let's bring this back up. And then I hear the door. And this old guy. So you're not the cop, zombie. So I'll pop a few rounds in your skull. Go on, just fall down for me. And then, oh shit, he just falls down as he lurches forward. So I'm out. I don't want to waste all this ammo. We're going to bank right here. Keep running. And I'm like, oh shit, there's more of them. Let's run round them. Fuck it. We're not doing the shooting. And yeah, I turn into the dead end like an idiot. Because the corridor double backs to the exit. So these two bitches double team me. Take me down. Both have a taste because why not? There's nothing like Leon flesh. And I get up and see the exit sign and I'm like, nope. Hell knows. So yeah, we're done with the east wing. I'm getting out of here. Crawl under here. And Leon does it much slower than what he got under here, although he was exploring before. Let's just get out. Well, that was gorgeous. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Marvin Browner. Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't. Here. I'm sure you did what you could, Leon. Does anyone know what started this? Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful. Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner. You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters. Okay, Lieutenant. I'm ready. Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick. This is good news. We can get you to a hospital. No, I am not the priority here. Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here. I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this. I can't take it. Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out, or you run. Got it? Yes, sir.
Okay, and we've picked up the combat knife. And some very, very valuable advice there from the lieutenant here. He, in fact, just saved Leon's life, and he gave us the combat knife. And I don't immediately realise right here that I should be going over to the door that has the box taped up with the duct tape. I don't know why I don't realise that, but I also want to explore a little bit. I should realise that, obviously, RE7 taught me that, whereas the other Resident Evil games, that was not required, obviously. So, I decided to have a little look around. This door is locked with the spade key. And I decided to have a look upstairs. So, those graphics were very, very nice. And, of course, we already know, for anyone that's played Resident Evil 2, and I don't know any of you that wouldn't have, the game is, in my opinion, the best Resident Evil game, but in nearly everybody's opinion is also the best Resident Evil game by far. It is just amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, Resident Evil 1 is amazing, especially the remake, but Resident Evil 2 is where it's at. It's everybody's favourite Resident Evil game, followed closely by 3 in most cases, or those two kind of interchange amongst the fans. But yeah, this looks amazing. Those graphics were good. There's a little bit of blurring there. I very much noticed that, as I'm sure you guys did. And this is me being a bit of a jackass, running around going, where do I go now? I can't even remember. So that's another reason I wasn't sure I was going to do a video. I try and open this door. There's no particular lock on it or anything. It just doesn't want to open. I'm like, maybe a small key or a doorknob is required, something it doesn't have. And I was like, what do I do? Just have a little look over here to see if there's any items. There is not. And then I end up scratching my head and being like, there is something I missed. Well, we can't go back down the east hallway. At least, I don't think we can. Not yet. So, we'll go back down. I have a kind of a little look-see. The game, again, looks very, very nice. I'm hoping there's more graphical options, because obviously in the demo there's nothing. The super sampling mode on the PS4 Pro does ping on as you enter, but there's nothing in terms of actual other options. And then I see that and go, oh yeah, I remember. Combat knife, of course. And then we start to go this way.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
I agree, Leon. This isn't how anyone's first day should go. And then I instantly get a flood of nostalgia and remember exactly what this place is the moment after I pick up those bullets and see the blood, and I'm like, oh wait, I know what this window is. Why isn't anything acting or coming out of that window? Because that's the window you first see a licker crawl across in Resident Evil 2, if I remember rightly. I could be wrong. So I think I know what's coming next, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't got the ammunition or the firepower to take on this thing. I mean, look what this thing is meant to have fucking done here. And then I see that, and I'm like, oh, this is just all of the bad news. So we check this guy out, and we can see that something nasty's been here, because this guy was a zombie. He wasn't just a police officer. He had already turned. And no human being done that. And then, of course, I hear the fucking noise and see the can. So, move on. Slowly does it. We don't want any of what this is. Oh, and that motherfucker just happens to drop down and scare the shit out of me. Luckily, he is very dead. So, before taking that on, I'm going to try and dive into here, but I can't. The club key is required to unlock that door. And I make sure I focus on the fuck off big claw mark on the wall, because we know exactly what does that. Of course it's the liquor. Oh, open windows, always a good thing. Always a good thing. Let the outside in. Let nature in. Apart from we don't want to. Oh, hello you. I think you were an attractive woman once, perhaps. So I take my time. She's not coming through until she actually is. And I decide, fuck it, we're going in here. I remember this room, kind of. And I just position myself at the back of the room. I'm like, hey, you know what, we're just gonna go back here. And of course, there are no loading times indoors anymore. So now anything can get you anywhere. So I'm just gonna stand back here and take some pot shots to the head. And yeah, bitch goes down. I'm like, okay, so I should do the thing with a knife. I should get the knife out and just start hacking away, get some damage in there, save some ammunition. Oh, and she grabs me right there. So I use L1 because it comes up as a prompt for the combat knife. But I kind of forget that, oh yeah, I left it in her neck. And give it a chance to actually take a chunk out of mine. And then decide to pull my gun back out and finish off the job. Yeah, I pop a few extra just to make sure. What a waste of ammo. I know everyone's screaming at me right now. But, yeah. Again, remembering that I left my knife inside of her. So, yeah, you can use the knife works both as your one-off weapon as well as your permanent melee weapon. And I was like, okay, I like that. That's cool. Here's me reading through some RPD reports. Probably shouldn't have been doing that on a timed demo. I was going to originally plan to read these out to you guys, and then remembered, yeah, it's a timed demo. So I just read through it myself. It's a little bit of lore they added into the game. It's probably exactly the same report that's in the original Resident Evil 2. So I scroll through this, and yeah, just keep reminding myself that perhaps I shouldn't be just scrolling through this, because I'm probably not going to read it out in the commentary in a future video I do. It's just stuff about the police station and the lead up to Resident Evil 2, like how the outbreak happened, or more than likely, in this particular case, when David wrote this down, is how they turned the police station into a temporary shelter. And we pick ourselves up the police station, first floor map, so that expands our map a little bit. Awesome. We've got a few more rooms up in there. It shows in blue what we've already fully explored, in red what is locked off. I checked this out, of course, without some sort of bolt croppers, I can't do that. I was going to go back out the door and round, but I thought to myself, there's two things here. One's on the table. It's a weapons locker ID card. Could be very handy if I end up getting that far. Maybe find myself a shotgun. And secondly, that window up there is broke. And there's loads of tape on the container in front of it, which kind of suggests in video game terms I can climb this. And there's a fat boy, and I just decide I'm not fucking around with this. You know what? I'm going to waste ammo. I haven't got that long left to play. Maybe about 10 minutes. So I'm just going to go for it. And there's a lot of blood and a couple of bodies in that direction. Or at least one. One on the floor, maybe one round the corner or in that other room. So I'm going to go over here. Let's stab him up a little bit. And I realise, oh, well, 3 headshots actually took him down. But what about this guy? What's this guy saying? Let's try cutting him. And he is very much alive. Yeah, you just go back on the floor. I missed the first shot, of course I do, because my aim is goddamn terrible. But the second one sinks in and I'm going to cut him a little bit more. He was actually still alive until just then. No, I'm actually wrong. I only played this a little while ago and he is still alive. Yeah, so I'm just going to double check with a knife. But now he's very much dead. Yeah, I'd actually forgotten that. He got back up and his face was horrific. And of course we've got this one pretending to be dead.
Son of a bitch.
I couldn't agree more, Leon. Wasting all my ammo. And he's raw dogging there, just got his ass in the air. He's like, yeah, just stab me in the butt. Because why not? So a few more bits. Gunpowder. A nice new addition to the Resident Evil 2 remake. And there's a brief document to tell us how to use gunpowder. But basically the combining system, or the crafting system from Resident Evil 7, makes a return with a very easy combination method. Find 2 gunpowders, combine them together, make some handgun bullets. So I know this guy, or I thought this guy was alive. He was just too convenient. So I decided to just stay back and do what I can about him. I don't want to get close. I've not got good health. I'm in caution as it is. But I noticed with my last shot that his head actually split in half. Well, this isn't the last Plagas virus, so we don't need to worry about that. I check out the safe. I don't know the combination code, and I can't remember. Even if I could, they may well have changed it from the original Resident Evil 2, if that safe was indeed in that location. Look at some more documents here. It's an operation report. I'm not going to actually read this to you, although I originally planned to. Again, I thought to myself, oh, I don't have that much time, but I decided to read it myself. And it's a survivor report more than anything else. And it's from an Elliot Edward. Again, I will be doing YouTube videos on Resident Evil 2, the remake, when it comes out. But I don't know if I'll be doing them immediately, like from day one. So, when I do, I'll read you the full story. Of course. Now, when I was walking through here, I don't know if you heard after I left the room, because of my yammering, that I actually heard a zombie moaning. We might hear it again in a minute. I like to focus in on this. It's the welcome party for Leon. This is your welcome party, Leon. And of course I look up there and see a zombie smacking on the window. I'm like, nope, I'm going to go explore a little bit. I'm going to go down this way. Until I realise I can't go down this way. There is only one way to go. Can't go through here? Nope. The game is saying you must go down the blood-covered hallway. And of course, I think to myself, that zombie's going to come through that window. I don't want to deal with that again. And I see this laying on the floor. Green herb, which I very much need health. But I also see this. Wooden boards. I quickly read. Sturdy pieces of wood that can be used to place over windows to stop the riffraff getting in. This slightly new mechanic. Also passed over from certain parts of Resident Evil 7, I believe. In the I think it's the Ethan Must Die mode. So now that zombie cannot break. As far as I know, that zombie can no longer possibly break that window and break through, unless it's a timed thing and it can slowly degrade the boards. I certainly hope not. But that kind of makes this, with everything I've cleared out, a safe room. There's a small description on what herbs do, but we know what herbs do. We've always known. A typewriter. Strangely enough, in this version, it has got a cross on it, but I doubt you can save in the demo. It's only half an hour after all. I decided to turn the darkroom lights on. I don't have any film to develop, so it doesn't matter. And I picked myself up a red herb, although they're very, very pink in this. I look in here, and of course we can develop film in here. But also, we have no film to develop. Briefly read the sign about evidence. And then I remember lockers are a thing. Some more gunpowder, awesome things. Some more ammunition, very handy since I've nearly run out. I reload the gun, that gives me 1 spare ammo over the 12 that are in the clip. And then I figure out and finally remember to combine 2 gunpowders together. That gives us an additional 15 ammo. Very handy, especially with our limited inventory space of 8 slots. Yeah, not cool, Capcom, not cool. But then again, survival horror. So yeah, I don't know if that window, boarded up window, is going to degrade over time. But that zombie's just going to keep banging on there. I'm glad I put that there. I get up the staircase, see a lot of blood and think, whoop. And then realise, oh wait, there's a dead policeman. So I'm going to just put bullets in your head to make sure you're actually dead. She's not. I'm assuming that's a she. I can't actually tell. Sorry, I literally did just assume your gender. Yeah, come up and stab a little bit. Definitely dead. And you had some ammo behind you. Also very, very handy. So we're going to explore the second floor just a little bit very quickly. Or should I say the second floor corridor with one adjacent bathroom. Well, now I'm actually getting into the game and actually pulling out the gun and the flashlight. When I walk into the rooms to just cover myself, we can't get through there. The steam is blocking the passage, it will just hurt us. So we check the lockers very quickly. Nothing in there. I double back because I think I see something that looks like a crowbar. It's not. And some shotgun shells, which I pick up at this point. In reality, I wouldn't pick them up until I have a shotgun to load them into. Open this locker. Can't do it. There's a code on it. And then pull this out and see this guy jump out on me. Instantly do a twitch reaction shot, which actually gets the head, which is quite cool. It's very rare for me to actually do that. Stab him a few times and realise it's just a dead body and I wasted 1 shot. But still, look back at that twitch reaction shot. It actually was a headshot. I mean, you can't miss that from that close. But I was still impressed with myself. I pick up another red herb. Look in the inventory. Forget that you can't combine a red herb and a red herb. So, yeah, that's a thing. And we move on to the 3rd floor. Taking it very slowly. I'm sure people have got a lot further in this half-an-hour segment. I, however, just wanted to experience a little bit, a very little bit of the atmosphere. And I'm sorry you guys aren't getting to because I'm talking over the top. That will change when I play the game for real. So I see the hole in the wall. A shadow, which is actually that statue. The actual shadow I didn't notice when I played through myself. So you guys kind of got that freak out, if that freaked you out. And I find this, the spade key, very, very handy. Because I know we can now go back downstairs and open those other doors. But I want to press on. And then, of course, we see it. Now, I don't remember this being the place we first saw this in RE2. So, are Capcom and Resident Evil fucking with us? Or am I misremembering? And then I heard a window break. Where the fuck is this thing? Because I know I don't have the firepower to take it down. I go in here hoping it's not here. But then I fail to see the claw marks on that right wall. Just right there. If they are claw marks, they could just be the column in the wall breaking down in a particular way. But they do look very claw-like. So I think to myself, is it in here? Now that I'm looking back at it, is it in here? And I'm thinking, is it in here anyway? Because the corridor to my right seems to be linked to this room somehow. Maybe further down. Like through there. I'm going to go over here and check this door. It does open, and it opens up into this big room, like the library or the study. Mainly the library, but I want to go back and check. I'm like, okay, there's blood and death in here, so let's check this and clear this out first if we can. And then the demo ends. Thank you for playing. So, I have to apologise, guys, if you feel like I've wasted your time. I did try not to, but I only get one chance at this, and I'm not going to go back on and create multiple accounts so I can give this to you from as many different angles as possible. This is the Resident Evil 2 Remake one-shot demo. This game comes out the 25th of this month, I believe. And we have just played our 30-minute demo. Our time is now up. And I have to say, I'm genuinely impressed. Sorry that I didn't record my voice as I was playing and recorded over the top of it afterwards. But I genuinely wanted to just concentrate and do as much as I can. I know I wasted a little bit of time reading a few things. I really shouldn't have done that. I should have just cracked on with it. But I wanted to kind of soak it in as well to know really, truly whether I was going to play it, going to buy it and play it, and I am. I liked RE7, I liked the original Resident Evil 2, but I wasn't sure, for me, whether it was worth getting on day dot, and I think it probably is. It does look very good. Again, Leon took me a little bit by surprise. I didn't think he would look exactly the way he does, and I don't know why. Probably just misremembering, perhaps. I don't know. But, nevertheless, I really like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's not quite what I usually do. Usually there's some reaction, me freaking out and other bits and pieces. But this is just how this happened to go down because I was limited on time. So I hope you enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed playing this. As usual, I have been Lord Exus. And I'll see you guys in the next video. But as of now, I'll leave you with this bit.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus.
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected. You gotta be kidding me.
God only knows what's down here.
What the hell?
It'll be all over
Let me
soon.
go! I'll get you, you fucker!
Ada!
Sherry, I'm coming!
I'm not handing over anything!
Jesus Christ. That? You don't know what you're up
The whole
against.
place is coming down.
That's a pretty damn good idea.
This is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Man, I thought you were all wiped out.